Hello guys, what is up? Welcome back to the NW Sportscast. The Seattle Mariners got a really weird win tonight, but you know what? We'll take it. We got the job done. We got the win, and it is time to talk about this game. Guys, today, player of the game got to be Logan Gilbert. He went 6 2/3, 6 strikeouts, just the 1 earned run off of 3 hits and a walk. He was super impressive today. He lowers his ERA to 2.33, and he is currently 17th in the American League in ERA, 24th overall. He also leads the American League in innings pitched with 27, second in the American League with his 29 strikeouts, and he's also second in the American League with his 3 quality starts. So if you had Logan Gilbert early Cy Young candidacy on your bingo card for this season, you might have been the smartest person ever, because him and Bryce Miller both are definitely pushing for their first AL Cy Young. Let's go All-Star first, though, right? First, they have to make the All-Star game, but he is my player of the game. This is the 3rd time in his 4 starts that he has won that honor of being the player of the game, and he ties Mitch Haniger and Ty France for the most times this season being named player of the game by the NW Sportscast. What a stat that is, right? Let's talk about the offense. So the offense had a really weird day. I mentioned this in the thumbnail. Weird day, weird win, and it was a weird win because the Mariners, for what it's worth, a lot of really good at-bats and also some pretty bad ones. The Mariners walked 7 times today and got hit by a pitch, so 8 walks, 8 base hits, and also 15 strikeouts. They had 16 base runners. They ended up leaving 12 of them on base. Their team average with runners in scoring position, they went 1 for 7. It was a weird game. It was a weird day. Still, they did score 3 runs, and today that's all they needed because the bullpen was lights out. I'll say this about the strikeouts. For what it's worth, and again, you're looking at Julio. He went 2 for 5. Good job. He's hitting over the Mendoza line now. He's hitting 206. Also struck out 3 times. But honestly, I would rather Julio strike out on 6 pitches than ground out on the first pitch, because that's working the pitch count. And today that paid off, right? You're facing an ace like Hunter Green, not like a frontline ace, but he's a good pitcher, right? He was a highly touted prospect, and he's not been bad as an MLB pitcher. So what did we do? Instead of swinging at junk, right? Instead of swinging at junk on the first pitch every single time, we were patient with our at-bats, and we drew 3 walks, 4 hits, and 8 strikeouts, right? 8 strikeouts, but we worked his pitch count up to the point where after 4 innings and only 1 earned run, Hunter Green had to leave the game. He was at 98 pitches through 4 innings. That's great, right? We did load the bases against him in the 3rd, and then we ended up stranding them there. But Jonathan Clase, he checks in with his 2nd RBI, his first extra base hit as a Seattle Mariner, also his first extra base hit in general this season, or of his major league career. It was a RBI double that scored, I believe, Mitch Garver. Mitch Garver had been hit by a pitch earlier that inning. So that's how the Mariners get their run aboard in the 4th. And then in the 5th inning, the Mariners tagged on 2 more runs. One of those coming against former Mariner Emilio Pagan, who gets tagged with the loss today. And then another one off of Justin Wilson. Your RBIs today coming from Mitch Garver with an RBI walk. And then another one from Mitch Haniger with an RBI single. Mitch Haniger, he stays hot. It's his 2nd straight day with 2 hits. He's now hitting 300 on the season with an 882 OPS. He's been so good, so fun to watch. And then Julio and JP Crawford. JP Crawford, guys, that's his first multi-hit game of the season. He went 2 for 5, scored a run, only struck out once. Love to see that from him. Meanwhile, like I said, we were walking a bunch today as well. Cal went 0 for 2, but he also walked twice. You've got Mitch Garver going 0 for 2 with a walk and a hit by pitch. Ty France, he pinch hit and drew a walk. And Josh Rojas stays hot as well. He goes 1 for 3 with a walk. He's still hitting .333, leads the team in batting average. That is awesome to see out of a guy who a lot of Mariners fans wanted to replace this offseason. Spoiler alert, I was one of those fans, and Josh Rojas right now, he's proving me wrong. So good job, Josh Rojas. And then Jorge Polanco. Tonight, this is a cool stat. 3 games in a row that Jorge Polanco has drawn multiple walks. That is really impressive, guys, and his walk rate has skyrocketed. His career average walk rate is like 9%. This year, he's walking like 17% of the time. It's amazing. Right now, I'm interested. Actually, I want to pull up the American League lead in walks and see how close is Jorge Polanco to the lead right now, because he has been walking so much lately. And in fact, yeah, there he is right there, 5th place in the American League. No, 5th place in the in all of baseball with 13 walks on the season. He's only 3 walks less than Juan Soto right now. That is awesome to see from a guy who normally in his career doesn't walk much. To see him put up that kind of a walk rate is amazing. And yeah, with that all being said, what else we got? We got Julio. He stole a base, his 4th of the season. Josh Rojas was caught stealing. And then Luke Raley. This is the one problem that stood out to me. Luke Raley went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And I know I said last night in my post-game show, I said I think Luke Raley deserves more playing time. Maybe I was wrong about that. I don't know. I think tomorrow, definitely you're facing a lefty, a tough lefty, in that being Andrew Abbott. So, in my opinion, I would definitely not play Luke Raley tomorrow. I think what I would do is I'd start again. I would give Jonathan Clase his 3rd game in a row in left field. And honestly, guys, I think JP could use a day off. Yeah, he did get 2 hits tonight, but he's still been struggling at the plate lately. I would give JP Crawford a day off against a tough lefty, and I would give Dylan Moore an opportunity to play some shortstop because Demo has been crushing lefties this year, and I actually have a video coming out about that soon, talking about just how good Dylan Moore has been. So if you want to see that video, subscribe to the channel so you can see all of our videos about the Mariners, Seahawks, and Northwest sports in general. Talk some Huskies, Cougars, Sounders, all that good stuff right here on this channel. So if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below. What was your favorite part of this game? For me, my favorite part was when Jonathan Clase grabbed that double, that RBI double. I love watching him play. Honestly, guys, he could stick around. Could this kid stick around and stay on the team? I don't know, but I'll say this. He sure has an argument, right? He sure has an argument to be over Luke Raley. Why not? Maybe over Luis Urias. If you want to give, you could say we want to give Rojas the everyday job at 3rd base. You could send down Urias, and then you could keep Clase up full time, or you could DFA Luke Raley and then keep Clase up full time as an outfielder. Or you could just get rid of Sebi Zavala and move Mitch Garver back to being a backup catcher, but that obviously is, a kind of risky for his health. Either way, guys, I love watching Jonathan Clase play. He's been such a breath of fresh air out there in left field. He's fun, he's young, he's got speed, he brings so much energy and life to this lineup that I think it was badly missing. With all that being said, let's talk one more thing about the bullpen, guys. Is Andres Munoz, is he not the closer anymore? It might be Ryan Stanek's job now, guys. Obviously, the last time that we talked about this, and Stanek, tonight was the 3rd game in a row that it's been Munoz for the 8th and Stanek for the 9th. And the first 2 times that happened because, at least we assumed that happened, because it was top of the order in the 8th for the opponents, and then bottom of the 9th. And so we're like, oh, well, I guess we would rather have Munoz face the top of the order and then Stanek to face the bottom of the order in the 9th, and that's just how it worked out. Tonight, that was not the case. Tonight, Munoz came in with 2 outs and a runner on base in the top of the 7th, and he faced the 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So Munoz, I guess you could say, like, they didn't want Stanek coming in with a runner on base, and that's why they brought in Munoz. But personally, I don't think that would be the problem. Honestly, like, I would rather, if I'm the manager, I would rather bring in Stanek in the 7th, have him pitch the 8th, and then save Munoz to go against the top of the order in the 9th. Instead, they went the opposite. They did Munoz face the bottom of the order in the 7th and 8th, and then Stanek in the 9th. It makes me wonder, is Stanek now your closer? Is Stanek the permanent closer of this team? Maybe not after what happened tonight, though, because Stanek, he ended up walking 2 batters. He did get 2 line drive outs, and then with 2 on and 2 out, Ty France made an error. So the bases were loaded, and obviously that's not Ryan Stanek's fault. He deserved to get the save tonight. He actually made a really nice diving play in the I wouldn't say it was a nice play because I don't think he actually got to it, but the effort, guys, he was making effort, A for effort on Ryan Stanek's part. But with the bases loaded and 2 outs, Stanek had thrown 28 pitches. He was feeling gassed. So service goes to the pen, and in comes Taylor Saucedo. He induces the pop-up from Tyler Stevenson, and that was the last out of this game. Taylor Saucedo gets his first save of the season. So now if you look at the save leaderboard for the Mariners, 2 for Munoz, 2 for Stanek, 1 for Sauce. Nobody has really emerged yet as the frontline closer, which is kind of weird, but I don't know. I guess we're doing closer by committee again this year. Either way, Munoz, he did look really good. He actually struck out the side in the top of the 8th, flashing that elite strikeout potential. But with that, guys, that's all I have to say about today. Like I said, guys, we had a day game tomorrow, so tune in if you want to hear all about that. We'll have another post game for you. We do post games every single day. If you're new here, please think about subscribing, guys. And 80% of our viewers are not subscribed, so it would be awesome if you could become one of the ones who is subscribed. You get more content from us every single day. We are still growing. We're still trying to build a community of Mariners fans on this platform, but what we don't have is a bunch of ads. What we don't have is a bunch of corporate agendas. We are just 2 fans, Drew and myself, 2 college kids talking about baseball. And if you want to support us on our journeys of eventually, hopefully becoming professional radio broadcasters, which is what we are hoping to do. Drew wants to be play-by-play, and I want to be more of an interview reporter / kind of talk show kind of radio guy. But that's what we're both hoping to do. So if you want to follow our journey, we started when we were 14, now we are 19, and we still have a long ways to go, but we appreciate all of your support. So please consider just hitting that subscribe button. It would mean the entire world to us. And if you want to comment, that would be even more fun, because we love responding to comments, guys. We love talking to fans here and as well as on our Twitter page, engaging with fans. Even if you disagree, guys, we want to hear your hot takes. We want to hear your disagreements. Tell us where we are wrong. Tell us what can we do better. We want to hear all of that. And with that all being said, thank you so much for watching this video. And as always, go Mariners!